Hey, happy Sunday, everybody. James from Hunter Comics here. Welcome to another Sunday show. And it's going to be a little shorter than the last couple weeks, just for kind of reference. Last Sunday, we sold 5 long boxes. I actually only have 2 long boxes this week. So it might be, hell, we might even have only like a 2 hour show here. I don't really know. I guess let's just get it started. Those of you who have done this before, um, once a book hits the wall, let's say on C, if you're the first to claim C, you've got it. And you just have to fill out this link right here. That is how I invoice you. And one thing I did this week is we had a Wednesday sale, and I had a bunch of people start a pile. So what that means is if you get 10 claims, you get 10% off. If you get 20 claims, you get 20% off. So let's see if we can get everybody to the 20% mark here. There's I think like 50 piles from Wednesday. So we're kind of giving everybody a shot at building that pile up. And there is slightly more expensive stuff. I don't really want to say that. It's like $20 and up stuff. I did grab 2 short boxes of cheap stuff just to kind of toss in as well, just to ensure that everyone at least gets that 10% off. I think we can do it. Other than that, great week. I still have one tiny pinch of that crazy high grade bronze collection, just a tiny pinch left. It's like Brave and the Bold, but we'll hit it today, as well as lots of other great stuff. Also, there's a lot of near mint today, so there's some really good keys that are near mint and some mint. It's a good one. So let's do it, and we'll get it started. I'm going to start us off with Marvel Superheroes issue 17. This is the first meeting of the old Black Knight, the Golden Age, with Dane Whitman, the Silver Age Black Knight. It's also the origin of the old and the origin of the new, as well as Ebony Blade and Dagger. And I also found this, and if you see, it's actually kind of a cover homage. So I threw this on the back here completely for free. Beautiful copy too. It's like a 7.5, very respectable. That's going to be on B for Black Knight. I don't think I've ever started a claim sale with a Black Knight book. This is the first Dane Whitman solo series. And actually, that is the direct edition price, and this is the newsie. So, giving you a little break there. That is a near mint on C. I have a near mint first appearance of Helena Bertinelli, Huntress, one of my favorite characters, and a book I've long said I don't think should be just 20 bucks, but here we are. On D, Paul is going to get us started with the claim on C. What's up? What's up? I have a perfect copy of first Isaiah Bradley. And actually, that'll be one. I'm going to get these both graded. There's a lot of stuff I'm going to give you guys first crack at. But if this stuff doesn't sell, I'm getting it graded because there might be some 9/8s in today's batch. I have a near mint Micronauts, #1. Another book I think should be more than 20 bucks. On H. I have a bunch of the Astonishing Tales, all high grade. Here's #2. Let's see. #3, which is the first appearance of Zaladin. Nice high grade. E. #8 is just an awesome Red Skull versus Doc Doom. On I. And here's one of our big keys. First, Bobby Morse becomes Mockingbird. It's also the first Black Panther versus Daredevil. Very high grade on that one. That one's 60 right there. Second appearance of Bobby Morse, also very high grade, which is number 7 on A. And I think I have enough to fill the wall. That was it. Yep, that was it. All right, so it looks like Penguin got C, E, I, and J. And probably A, so let's see. You may at least make your sticky note. There it is. I have 2 near mint. First, Arthur Harrow. It's a $25 high. I do them for 20. Moon Knight number 2 on C. I have 2, like I'm talking like 9.6 here. First, Aaron the Rogue Watcher, an Origin of the Watcher. It's a Captain Marvel 39. Absolutely gorgeous stuff here on I. And Wind got H. Sorry, Wind. Death of all the Scrolls, and just a absolutely juggernaut of a cover right there. It's an FF2 257. Love it. And that is a near mint copy. Let's put it on F for fantastic. Yonder takes a huntress. Death and Ned leads. Spider-Man kills a woman. I have a nice, beautiful, gradable candidate of a Spidey versus Wolverine on G. Somewhere in one of these boxes, I think I even have more than this, but I got a nice high grade second beta Ray Bill on D. I do have more of those. I just got to find them. Mr. Bowers. Near Mint Classic. Looks like I only got one this week. First, Omega Red. No, it's not the actual number 1, but the Tales of G.I. Joe number 1 was a reprint that came out just a few years later. And I got a new near mint, and it's a newsie. So it's on H. All. I made a little Nocturna bundle. So this is Batman 363. People said that this for years is the first appearance and cover appearance of Nocturna. It's not. It is a second appearance. This, what was seemingly a random Detective Comics, is actually the one. I actually was responsible for getting Key Collector to update their notes to make sure that they included that. So that's the Nocturna bundle. Amador takes a seat. Hebert is going to get our other Arthur Harrow. Don't forget, to everyone who has gotten some claims in, you have to fill out that link. That's how I invoice you. I actually just made a video about this. I have a near mint minus. It's a newsie. Let me see if I can try to remember, because I just wrote many first appearances. Left winger. Oh my God. Why is that the only one I remember? That's like the smallest of them all. Coach whip. Let's see. I'm forgetting the major one. There's the biggest thing about this I'm forgetting, but that'll be on C. It's issue 341. I got a nice high grade Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. This is Marvel Classics #1. That is a near mint. Very nice. That'll be on A. Looks like Mr. Ray got C. Frank got A. First meeting of Wolverine and X-23. It's a near mint minus, but what's really cool about this, that's the newsie. Very scarce stuff right here. It's Uncanny 451. It might be the first newsie I've ever seen of that. I have a perfect condition. What if Miles Morales came Captain America? That is the 1 in 50 variant on A. Tough to find this one in near mint. I do have one though. Non-continuity Venom, Thor, and Hulk. Very cool. What if #4 on G? I have the J.C. Penney reprint of Amazing Spider-Man Annual #5. That's a nice near mint on C. J.C. Penney's are pretty scarce. Harding wanted to know. That's Detective 529. 1954 Atlas. I've got a VG Justice. It's issue number 43, 10-cent goodness. An E. I see Ed got E, and Brian gets one of the I's. I would not do $30 for H because that is actually the direct edition price, and that's a newsstand, so it's already a great price. I almost never have trade paperbacks, and I almost never have trade paperbacks that have a little aftermarket value. But I do have a near mint Batman versus Predator Volume 1, Issue 1 trade paperback on E. Look at this. I already pegged this one to get graded if it doesn't sell. First appearance of Azrael. Oh, Weddle H. What'd you get? E. Looks like a bunch of people wanted that. Maybe I should do that more often. Austin Vanderpool is going to pick up F. Let's see. Thanks, Austin. And then Murray is going to pick up C. Here's a Batman key for you. I have a possible 9.8 of Batman 409, and it's a newsstand. It's the Origin of Jason Todd issue. Near Mint Plus on C. I already pegged this one to get graded if it doesn't sell. Near Mint Plus. Neil Adams Classic Batman Annual 14. I have a mid-grade ROM. First appearance of ROM on F. Everett. Jesse. I actually didn't know that. That's funny. Colt. I have a very fine plus. Plop. Number 1. That'll be on B. A very fine 15 center. Outlaw Kid. Number 1 on C. I have a run of some pretty good number 1s here. This is the first meeting of Shang-Chi and Iron Fist and first Quan Star. Master of Kung Fu, annual number 1, also a very fine on E. Thanks, Jiminy. I actually missed that, so thanks for the catch. Nick. B and E. I have a kind of a sharp, though, but a mid-grade Superheroes number 1. King size special right there. It'll be on C. And then I have a near mint minus. It would have been better, but it has a dog ear that cannot be pressed out. First appearance of the Other and Modred the Mystic. As still very sharp. Those of you who hunt the scarce stuff, this is a very scarce number 1 Greg Land cover. Morbius the Living Vampire. And that bad boy might just be a 9.8. In fact, it doesn't go. I'm getting it graded. Actually, same with this. Yeah, same with this. Frank. Another scarce, desirable one. This is a possible 9-8er again. Lady Deadpool, #1. It's actually a one shot. I don't think I've ever had that. I put together a bundle for you. It's Kazar #1 and 2. The only key is #1. It's The Origin of Savage Land. It's a $20 high. It's a decent copy. It's like a very fine minus. And again, you're getting #2 for free. So that's 12 bucks on P. Mr. Paul. Again with the #1s. I got a Jungle Action #1. It's a very fine plus. Very cool. We'll be here on E. Penguin picks up a B. And Esmeralda gets an E. This is actually not a key at all. Why the hell would I have $15 on it? That's because it is a near mint. It is gorgeous, and it's going to be on D. All right, our first big book of the night. This is Journey into Mystery 108. I think it's the first appearance of Sindri, but I want you guys to confirm with me. Now, this is an interesting note. It's from the Mighty Bruce collection, purchased in '64 and sold in 2017 to my friend Dave Cochran. Very interesting note there. Unfortunately, without a COA, I can't do too much more with it, but it's an interesting note, so I wanted to keep that when I rebagged it. So that's on E. Oh, excuse me. The grade, it's actually very nice. It's like a 7.5, maybe a 7 at worst. Very respectable. Oh boy. All right. Full run of Invaders. Now, it was a mixed bag. There's some very fines, there's some near mints, and then there were some mid grades. It is a total mixed bag. I think this gentleman was trying to just complete the run. Nothing's in low grade, though, so that's good. When I priced it all out, it actually came to $401. So this is going to be the best bang for your buck all night. You guys know me. I don't like to sit on large stacks too often here. So I'm just going to make it $250. It's not going to fit on the wall, so I have to put it down here. So if you want it, you actually have to say claim invaders. That's the full run, no missing issues. From the same collection, something much more affordable, Invaders Volume 2. I also have the full run. First appearance of the new Invaders and first battle axes. And is this the one that had the newsies? Please hold. Yeah, some of them are newsstands. So that'll be on F, and we have our first full wall. Those of you who missed the beginning of the show, I did say I only have about 2 long boxes, so it's about a third of the show length that we normally do on Sunday. So just be a little aware of that. Mr. Scott Green is going to get F. Evan takes H. Very fine plus. I think a press would actually plop you into the near mint minus range. First appearance of Tommy and Billy, and I got a newsy copy here for you. It's Vision and the Scarlet Witch 12. It's the final issue. Thanks, Nick. Here's a near mint and in Mylar of a Wolverine #3 limited series here. It's a newsie as well on C. Thanks, Paul. I have, it's about a 7.5. First appearance of Rhodey. Jim Rhodes right there. Iron Man 118. Looks like Justin's going to get C. And Alex picked up Jim. Near mint minus. Second appearance of Mr. Sinister. First cover appearance. Origin of Goblin Queen. And Newsy. That'll be on F. I've got about a 7.5. It is the newsstand. First Taskmaster as well as first cover appearance on C. It's an Avengers 196. I think that was an earlier E win. Amador's going to get F, and Duran gets C. I have a in the eights second appearance of Dracula. That's going to be on H. Tomb of Dracula #2. What's up, Chandler? Wynn's going to pick up C. Very fine plus, near mint minus, first Predator right there. Dark Horse #1. Greg M's going to get B. I'll get that in a second. You're going to like the condition of that, Greg. Uh, $20 classic, near mint Infinity Gauntlet #1. John Lennon, I can't do it for 200. Again, it is $401, 250. But I'll tell you what, I will do 225. Since we're on the subject of Thors, since we've sold a couple, I've got a possible 9.8 for Simon Walterson. No, I didn't say Walt Simonson. I said first Simon Walterson. One of the Thor frog keys right there. It's Thor 364. Might be a 9.8. Let's see. Adam McLaughlin's going to pick up B. Adam, here's the link. I just need you to fill out. Thanks for your claim. This is a cool one. I think this one's a little underrated. I never get it into. I got a super high grade Justice Machine Annual for number one. It's actually the first appearance of the Externals. It's going to be on B. Well, indie goodness. I'll do another Thor key. 319. First appearance of Zaniac. Pollard cover. That is a near mint minus on E. 319. Another $10 classic Superman number one. First appearance of the Metallo that we all know. And then this one's the first full appearance of Thor Frog. 365, once again, possible 9.8 on F. Chandler Sill is going to pick up an H. Near mint, first appearance of Spawn. I have no idea what this is, but this is a double sign, Tales from Beyond. I know that one is Total Bomb, who's famous for some of the Swamp Thing stuff. Issue number 4, yeah, super sharp copy, and again, double signed. What's on E? That's first appearance of Zaniac and first cover appearance. 319, it's a near mint minus. Full wall. Ed, what book is that? I don't see an R. Just let me know. Sir Jank. John Lennon, you were going to let me know about the invaders. Crickets. All right, I'm going to give you guys one more minute on the wall. Again, there are some things that I'm actually going to get graded because I think they could be 9.8s. What's up with this Spawn still being here? Did anyone get an H? Oh, wow. Okay. Yeah, I'll get this. I'll pretty much grade this whole wall. I'm going to skip grading first Modred. Hey, Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. You got 40 seconds on the wall. Nice wind. 15 seconds on the wall. All right. Nice. It's actually been a while since I've done a CGC or CBCS submission, so I'm overdue. Someday I'll know how to pronounce this, but today is not that day. Not Brand Echh. Who knows? I will say, L Band, a lot of people have been saying that the past couple weeks of submissions has just been nothing but submittable candidates. So I know a lot of people are doing some grading off of that crazy bronze collection I got in. Here is a sharp mid-grade copy of Not Brand Echh, first cameo of the Forbush Man on C. I also have number 3. Some of these are actually pretty sharp. I got a couple, number 4, and then my favorite is number 5, first full appearance of the Forbush Man. I got 3 of them bitches. Beat. And again, there's DC parodies here. I have 3 copies of 6. And then I have 2 copies of 7. All 12 center. Goodness. This was supposed to be in on the Silver Age sale, and I just didn't get it in time. Thanks, Ez. And it's sharp. It's some clean copies of this stuff. D to Ed. Mr. Brian's going to get 1 of each. And Ed picks up the other E. First appearance of Kill Raven. I got a high grade Amazing Adventures 18. That'll be on C. Thor 279, classic Jane Foster bondage cover. This one's the very fine. I just sold. Oh, I'm delusional. Might be. I have to blow up my screen real quick. The font's kind of small. Oh, yeah, that's way better. All right, sweet. Gotcha, Ed. All right, so there's another one of E still in the running. Mr. Crickets. I have a near mint FF 300, Marriage of Johnny Storm and Alicia Masters. Only a $4 book. It's a near mint. Carnage, Black, White, and Blood. Number 3, it's the Kevin Eastman 1 in 25. That's on D. And $7 classic. First full cover, first appearance of Maverick. That is a near mint X-Men 5. Colt picks up a G. I have a near mint 1979 FF 210. Look at that. I love near mint 70s. It's my favorite thing in the world. That's on G. Right. Let's see what we got here. Alan Smith gets a D. Paul gets an I. And Todd picks up a G. "2001 Space Odyssey number 9. It's a near mint second appearance of Machine Man on I. Fantastic Four 286, The Return of Jean Grey, near mint. Like I said, I'm going to sprinkle in some cheap stuff. This is an exclusive Deadpool kills the Marvel Universe #1 near mint on F, and Carnage Black and White #1. All right, cool. Origin of Gore the God Butcher. It's a possible 9698er. It's a $20 high. I do them for 10. Gore keys are kind of low, let's say. Got a lot of Thor tonight for you. First, Dark Council and Thunder Guard. Mighty Thor #1 wraparound cover on I. Ultimates #1. Apparently, it's a $25 high. So you know how I price the new stuff. I tip to go under. 2015. That is 10 years old. First Ultimates as well as IO. G. And first Thunder Sword and Beyonder in physical form. That is a near mint. Secret Wars 2 newsstand. Chandler. Scott. Our Army at War. 148 12 center. Sergeant Rock becomes General. Got a Secret Wars 2 full run. Actually, I often do. I do not today. This should have been in my Silver Age sale, but I got another 12 center. Our Army at War 147. Thanks, Paul. This one's a key. 141 is the first appearance of Shaker. Mid grade. Penguin gets D and F. Adam gets an A. Penguin. No, that's the full run. No, no annual or the giant size. I'll do a bigger Army at War. 138, first appearance of Sparrow. That's a nice looking mid grade. That'll be on D. First, Ice Cream Soldier. You did not hear me wrong. That really is the name of that character. Another mid grade. It's issue 85. That's a 10 center on F. Akira, issue #2. I am hilariously underpriced on that, and I know it, but I don't care. In its place, we'll do a Batman key. I have a very fine detective, 1984, 536, first Dr. Fang on A. And we have a full wall. Wow. A lot of people just jumped on A. Goodness. All right, and that goes to someone named S. The username is just S. All right, S. Make sure you fill out the link. For your username, I would actually say like I'm the guy who's named S. That's a different one. Greg gets F. Oh, don't forget to like the video. Thanks, Colt. Okay, I'm going to take it to a timer. So you've got 1 minute left on the wall. Hey, Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. Hey, Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. What the hell? I'll get that graded. Oh, S, word. I actually remember you. Sweet. 30 seconds on the wall. What the hell? I'll grade these first four Bushmans. Anything else I want? I think that's it for my grading here. Detective Comics 533, first appearance of Detonator. Like very fine. Another very fine classic Joker cover, Detective 532, Gene Colan. Ez. Near Mint Minus, Origin issue and Anniversary, Detective 526, H. Near Mint Minus, classic Joker cover, Bat 362. Second appearance of Nightwing, Death of Terra, and a Newsie. Titans Annual 3. It's also the final issue of the Judas contract. And then Origin of Crazy Quilt. That's a bit of a weak one, but people like the cover, so I'll still put $5 on it. It's a Batman 316. Man, I got the Batman crowd today. Good goodness. Oh my gosh, I actually have to go pretty far back. Mark E is first to be. Mark E. Man, I got the Batman crowd today. Ray. S. A Weddle. Ez. Yeah, good thing I had Batman today, huh? '70s near mint. Fantastic Four 208. First Champions of Xandar 208 on D, as well as FF. First Empress Kill on G. That's 206. First appearance of Film Freak bundled with the second because it's a two-part arc. Batman 395 and 396. That's some nice near mint copper bats for you. Super copper. It looks like Jiminy's going to pick up a G. Colt. All right, let's get serious. Neil Adams' Dead Man backup story in a very high grade. You might just be in the nines on this. Nick Cardy classic, Aquaman 51 on B. Pop that in Mylar because it's so gorgeous. I've also got Aquaman 50, another Neil Adams Dead Man backup. And debut of Jim Aparo's art for DC is issue 40. Sharp copies of this stuff, too. All right, here we have a starting to go on the higher end of mid-grade. First, Lazarus Pit. That's a Batman 243 on I. Cricket Colt. This is the stuff we did not get to in the Silver Age sale. Austin, thank you. All right, as promised, this is the tail end of that high grade bronze collection, and it's kind of sad because this is it. Brave and the Bolds, here we go. 115. It's a 100-page giant on D. 110. That is a 1973 near mint minus, which is ridiculous. That'll be on C. Same thing with 108. That one actually might just be a full-blown near mint. 106, that's a very fine plus. This one's a very fine minus. Batman Wonder Woman team up. Near mint minus, get it pressed. You might actually be at a near mint. There's an ever so slight spine roll, which is very easily pressable. 102 on A. Let me just fill the wall. We have a very fine issue 98. All right, let's see what we got here. Mark's going to start us with D. As well as I. O'Weddle got an H. Let's see. Colt got G. Colt. John Lennon gets the Invaders bundle, I'm going to say, for $225. All right. And then O'Weddle got A. Mark got E. Don't miss out on C. First reprint of the first appearance of Dead Man. Brave and the Bold 97 from the crazy high grade bronze collection on D. And I actually have two more just slightly under the condition of that one that are going to be on E. Neil Adams. Neil Adams near mint, and if it's not near mint, it's a near mint minus on C. Neil, same thing with 89. I think that one is a near mint minus. This one's a very fine plus. Neil Adams, 88. Bondage cover, 87. Very fine plus. That is issue 87. Here's a Dead Man, Neil Adams Dead Man, 86. If it'll fit. And new costume of Green Arrow. Apparently, it's a $150 high. I'm going hilariously under that just because I don't believe that. I checked out the eBay recent sales, and for ones around this high grade, I was seeing like 50, 60. So we're doing 45 on F. Sir Jank. Ez got I. Chandler gets a G. Someone got A. It looks like Mark. And Colt. Don't miss out on the near mint minus. First Dead Man reprint, Brave 97. Colt. Let's get into the 12-cent Brave and the Bold. And this is a high grade copy. Look at that. It's a nice copy. Got 20 bucks on that bad boy. That's going to be on H. You're in the 8s or 9s there. Brave and the Bold 73. First, Nuidus Vuko, who is an ally of Aquaman. Mid-grade 12 center on I. Colt got E. That's old news. Mikey Maz got H. As well as F. First appearance of Wildcat in the Silver Age. I have a VG. It's issue 62. G. Thanks, Nick. Flash team up with John Johns. Brave and the Bold 56. A nice mid grade 1964. Colt. A nice high grade copy. Believe it or not, you guys know I see a lot of comics. I've actually never heard of this title before. It's a Geek number 2, 1968, $10. A DC title I've never heard of. That doesn't happen too often. This is the only 12-cent creeper I've got. It's a nice, super high grade copy, too. It's issue 6 on C. As got I. I'm already going to say I'm going to get this graded. A very high grade copy, Brave and the Bold 78. That's the first appearance of Copperhead. That'll be on H. There's our glare. Wait, that was an older claim, I think. C, right? Wind, confirm. Are you getting Creeper or was that the older one? I think it was an older one. Mark. A nice high grade copy. Defenders Annual number 1. That's a beaut. G. Oh, Creeper. I have a couple. Uh, the better end of mid grade. Demon number 15. 13. 5. 3. And second appearance of Demon. No, I don't have the first. Mid grade on I. Colt got G. Penguin got a C and an E. And an H. And an I. Okay, things are about to get a little more expensive here. This is the remainder of that high grade bronze collection, the Detective Comics. And sometimes the high grades of this stuff gets a little pricey on you. All right, so just watch out. You'll be all right. I have a near mint Detective 424. Pop that in Mylar for you. It's just too nice. And actually, everything up here, I think I'm going to get graded if it doesn't sell. A very nice. All right, what would I peg this at? I would say an 8.85. First appearance of the League of Assassins, Detective 405 on G. I have the better end of a Detective 393, the better end of a mid grade. G goes to Mark. Always liked this cover. 390, first Masquerader. Very high grade on E. 12-cent, here we go. 376, nice high end of mid grade. 374, same thing. Love that cover, man. Love it. 1973, near mint minus, very fine plus. 432. I love that era. 430, same thing. F. Austin. Jimmy. Second appearance of Mr. Freeze. First time he's actually named Mr. Freeze. It's about a 6.5 for $75. A mid-grade. First Neil Adams on Batman. That's issue 370, Detective. Mid-grade 12 center 376. Oh, I have one more detective, and that'll perfectly fill a wall actually. 427. It's a very fine. I'll let you guys think about that. I'm gonna take a leak. I will be right back. Less than a minute. I'm back. So Jake. Harley. All right, I can't believe we're going to do it, but I think I'm about to take a Detective Comics wall to a timer. Hey Siri, start a timer for 30 seconds. All right, you guys got less than 30 seconds on the wall. I am shocked that this is still here. All right, you missed it. I'm going to get all of those graded. I don't think I've ever seen. Oh, claim wall. All right, never mind. I was just about to say I don't think I've ever seen a Detective Comics wall not sell. So I stand corrected. Mid grade, giant size Dracula, 4. B. A high grade final issue of Doc Strange 183. That's the final issue of the run. $35. First appearance of the Undying Ones. I also have Spidey Doc meetup issue 12 center. Higher end of mid grade there. It's going to be on C 179 and a mid grade 173. And that's it for my Doctor Strange. It's like Wind got B, Cricket got D. I caught that in time, Austin. I gave you it. Gotcha, homie. I'm going to take a quick second. We're going to take a sort of break and get a little cheap. Who wants to do a couple rounds of the cheap stuff? I'm going to find some cheapies for you. Looks like Daredevil, higher end of mid grade. It's a 20 center. It's issue 84 on D. 107, same thing, but this time you actually might be in closer to the just flat out high grade 107 on B. Same thing with 109. Same thing with 126. First Heather Glenn, first appearance of the second Torpedo. Let's see. Cricket got those. Mid grade 127. High grade, near mint plus Resurrection of Elektra. And then I have another one that's a very fine newsie. And I have another one that's a very fine direct. We got options for you. Marcus. Colt. Marcus. All right, hold on. Give me a second, guys. All right, cool. Hold on, I'm just going to take this down. All right. Daredevil 200 near mint, non-key. Daredevil 238, classic Sabretooth, near mint B. First appearance of Bullet 250, near mint C. First appearance of Shotgun with a rip in the corner, $1. Let's see. Jiminy. Got that one. S got C. S got E. The same book, first appearance of Shotgun. Here's the near mint and first cover appearance bundle on G. Captain America 275, first appearance of Baron Zemo 2. It's a very fine plus newsie. For some reason, I've had a lot of Teen Titans lately. First, Jericho, second appearance of Adeline Wilson, near mint minus B. Oh, that stuff is very underpriced. First full appearance of Jericho. C, that's a near mint. First appearance of the Source Wall, newsy X-Men Titans team up issue. Very fine. And a fly just bit my leg. Awesome. So awesome. Chandler's going to get H as well as B and E. First appearance of Virus, Venom 26. Don't know which variant that is, but there you go. 4/5 near mint. First Black Winter, third printing. There you go. 4 annual 10, very fine. First Apollo, Demogorg, and Map of Asgard. And it's a newsie. Very cool. B. Let's see. Evan. A Whittle. All right. $10 high. First Phoebe Mars. Namor the Submariner. Number 1 near mint. I do them for 7. New Teen Titans number 1 from Volume 2 near mint. $10 high. I do 5. This is a cool one. Jonah Hex number 1 from Vertigo. Sealed copy that is actually signed by Timothy Truman. Very cool. $10. I'm sorry, did I just get bit by a fly again? What the hell's going on here? Mid-grade 30 center. John Carter, Warlord of Mars, number 1. Frank got E. This book is nowhere near $5, but in this condition, it is. It's a relatively low grade Iron Man 100. $5. I also have a near mint minus very fine plus the newsy first ongoing Indiana Jones issue. Alex, I wish you would claim the fly. It's bugging me, man. Wow. Wow. How perfect is that? How perfect is that, guys? I've got a very fine human fly, number 1. A. Now you can really claim the. Wow, look at the glare on A. That's terrible. Let's see. I have a mid-grade Ghost Rider 20 center. It's issue number 5. Edge of Venomverse number 1. Either a Del Otto or a Matina. I can't really tell. $3 near mint. Perfect Condition Edge of Spider-Verse number 1. That's a popular one. Mid-grade Giant Size Doctor Strange number 1. Also an I. D to Paul Rader. E to Scott. Continuing our theme of number 1s, I have a mid-grade Doc Savage number 1. That's cool. I also have a near mint Terror Inc. number 1. Nick. I have a Tarzan number 1 from Marvel. Mid-grade, but the higher end of mid-grade on F. And some kind of thick, actually, Daredevil trade paperback, $5. Butcher's Son, gonna get F. What's up, George? All right, where are we? Astro got I. First appearance of the Dodo Man, Batman 303. Very fine. Crickets, it's about an 8. Frank, thanks. Death Made Black, near mint number 1. First appearance of Gen 13. First, Lois London, the sister of Dazzler, near mint minus newsstand. Champions number 8 is the first appearance of the 4th Crimson Dynamo, and that is a nice, sharp copy for you on E. 30 center. Colt is going to pick up B. First, Darkstar and Yuri Petronova. Too bad I can't read my own handwriting. Great. It's about 8.5, issue number 7 of Champions on I. Thanks, Paul. Cerebus the Aardvark, issue number 0. Nice copy of that. Johnny Jarrett gets one. Get to fill out this link. Cap, annual number 3 from 1976. First appearance of Threckler. No Sonic comics. I actually hoard all the Sonic comics. I have a massive Sonic collection. It's actually one of the few things I actually keep for myself, to be honest. Relatively high grade on B. Very fine plus classic Joker faceless cover newsie of Batman 294 on I. Brian 12 got B. Marcus got H. S gets I. Penguin gets G. $40 high for Marvel's Greatest Comics from 1970, first meeting of Hulk and FF. It's, of course, a reprint. 1970, $40 high. Got a nice high grade. We're doing 25. Justice League of America 123. First Earth Prime. About an 8.0. H. First appearance of Lord Vashti, the Grand Vizier of Atlantis. I've got about a 7.5, maybe an 8 there. Tales to Astonish, issue 71 on E. First appearance of the Legion of Substitute Heroes. That is a sharp mid grade 306. Non-key, but I always love the cover. I got a nice high grade 35 center. Batman 293. Lex Luthor punching Batman and Superman. Another first Dodo Man in case you missed the first one. Batman 303. Controversial Superman and Big Barda shoot a naughty video. This is a weird one. I really don't know what they were thinking. All these years later, 1987. That is actually a near mint, though. 593 on B. Nick. And then the issue right before it is first appearance of Sleaze. There he is right there. G. Laura Leet got B. Near mint All-Star Squadron number 1. Hey, it's a newsstand. Actually, don't know if I caught that when I was pricing that. All right, Colt gets G. Some people on the interwebs like to say this is the first smart Hulk. What if number two? What if he had the brain of Bruce Banner, which we obviously know he eventually does? I got $10 on both of them. No, I don't know where the sticker is. That's okay. Penguin gets I. This is actually just a must read. Sometimes I have some reading recommendations. I have a Deadpool annual number one. He's a good one. Kevin Wade picks up a B. Adam, Marcus, where is it? Frank, tell you what, guys, let's do E for $40. Was it for Lord Vashti? Let's do E for $40. Thanks, Brian. Here's some cheap for you. FF296, nice high grade anniversary border variant. Colt takes it. 40. Lord Vashti. Thanks, Colt. Hey, I already had this book up. Here it is again. Near Mint, Return of Jean Grey. FF286 on B. G.I. Joe 115, first appearance of Rampart and Arrow Viper. Nice high grade copper copy. And it's after issue 100. You don't see him as often. Weddle gets a B. Who wants a near mint newsie? First Zartan, and also first cover. Also Deep Six and Junkyard. Issue 25, G.I. Joe Near Mint Newsstand on H. Marvel Age number 8, cover appearance of Jim Lee. Cover appearance of Stan Lee and Jim Shooter near Mint. Let's see. George. First preview of Spider-Ham. Marvel Age 7. And Marvel Age 2, first full cover appearance of Alpha Flight. Some stuff that's a little different, you know. Astro picks an eye. Are we blurry? Let me adjust my camera. There we go. Near Mint, first appearance of Long Shot. I'm getting it graded if you guys don't. On G. Never had this before. First Kung Fu Panda in comics. Very scarce. You know what? I'm going to get that graded. If you guys don't, grab it. Butcher got G. Astro got B. Ed got H. Let's see. Astro got B. Marcus. A. Near mints of the Brian Boland Robin #1. I have 2 newsstands. It's the first appearance of Lynx, and I have a near mint direct first appearance of Lynx. Batman and the Outside Annual #1 near mint first appearance of the Force of July. What If 37 first female Silver Surfer near mint newsie. Awesome Man Thing cover. Adventure into Fear 18. Better end of mid grade on G. Near mint Omega Men 5. Second appearance of Lobo. This is actually the first time he gets his name changed to Lobo. Not name changed. First time he's mentioned as Lobo. That is cool. Win. Very fine. New Mutants 45. Anniversary border, newsstand, and Kitty Pryde once again says the N word, as she's prone to do. Marvel Saga #1. Oh, we're running out of room on G. Nice high grade. Very early Harley Quinn cover. People love this one. It's a $15 high. This one's not near mint. It's a very fine. I'm doing $8. I found a bunch of Sonic comics at half price. I didn't get them, but when I went back, they were all gone. Oh boy. I was going to say, dude, I will buy that right now. A Weddle. Couple near mint Ronin #1s. A. Frank Miller. A 7-0 high grade Green Lantern. It's issue 31. 7-0 is very respectable for 12 centers. And it's a small key significance. One of the Jordan brothers gets married. Okay. Interesting how this actually sort of ended up becoming a cheap stuff sale. We kind of got away from the expensive stuff here. I'm fine as long as I'm moving books. I don't care. Near mint House of Mystery 300, an anniversary issue, and it's a newsstand, and it has a Todd McFarlane letter. That's going to be on H, and we have a full wall. Why do I have Primus stuck in my head? What did I do to deserve that? Penguin gets an H. (1978), very fine. Shang-Chi, 63. First Kogar, H. And after that one, I'm going to go to a timer. We'll clear the wall. I want to get back to a couple more expensive things here. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. I'm going to grade that. And you know what? I'll grade this. Dang it. Paul, thank you. Ten seconds left on the wall. Interesting that that's here. All right. Grade this one. You got it, Astra. All right. Let's do bigger boys. I got high grade 60s and 70s. Here we go. 1970 Submariner 31. Very high grade. Same with 26. That one actually might be a near mint. If it's not near mint, it might be a near mint minus. Yes, this is still from that crazy collection. Here is a very fine first Justice League Dark. Swamp 50. Look at that, I have two. First appearance of Namara since the Golden Age. It's an issue 33 Submariner. I got $25 on C. It's about an 8.5. Jiminy gets 1. Ed gets D. Ed, I assume you mean E, but I do need you to confirm. C goes to Colt. New Age, #1. First appearance of the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in color. Ebert. Marvel Comics presents 175, the final issue. Very scarce. First, New Genix. G. First appearance of Heather Swain and Near Mint Cyber Frog, #1. First appearance of Jaime Reyes, Near Mint Infinite Crisis, #3. Near Mint, first appearance of Hitman, Demon Annual, #2. Goon got D. A Weddle, Colt. Jackpot got G. Jackpot, is that your first? I think that's your first of the day. And there's your link. Just John the Fisherman. Pretty famous one, but still been stuck in my head all day. This one's a very fine plus near mint minus. Wonder Woman 9, first Barbara Minerva. VG Plus, Marvel Tales 9, first reprint of Green Goblin. Silver Surfer number 1, near mint minus. E. Perfect copy, X Force 11, Domino. A little bit of Strange Tales, 25 centers. I don't see that too much. These are mid grade, $4 each, 184, 183. Perfect copy, Green Lantern, Silver Surfer, and perfect copy, Silver Surfer, Superman. Vader says, claim F question mark. I don't understand. Are you claiming F? Let me know. Kevin, near mints, free comic book day 2004, first General Grievous. Got it, Vader Zero. Vader. Oh, well. All right, what we got? Boedo also picked up an H. Tomb Raider number 1, and that is a signed copy in near mint on H. Mickey Mouse and the Abandoned Mine. This came in Wheaties boxes in 1951. Let's see what we got. Astro picks up C. Near mint, giant size Conan number 1. Did he say near mint? Yes, he did. That is gorgeous on C. 1961, Flash 122. First appearance of the top. It's a 5-0. Boom. Got C. Nick got D. Final issue of Aquaman, which coincides with the final issue of Submariner, because this algae creature, Aquaman blasts him into the space, and then in the final issue of Submariner, he comes back and fights Submariner. Yes, that's DC crossing over with Marvel. Cool comic history for you. Nice copy, too, on D. First appearance of Goldface, $130 high. I got a 6-0. I'm doing it for 30 bucks. C. First, Lila Cheney, New Mutants Annual #1. It's a near mint minus, very fine plus on I. Cricket. Near mint and in Mylar. Classic MJ cover. I'm going to say I want to get that graded, but that's not going to last on the wall more than a second. Thanks, Chandler. First appearance of Gypsy, Vibe, Steel, as well as the entirety of Justice League Detroit. Justice League of America Annual #2, and it's a newsstand. It's a very fine $18 on D. When you price it out, it comes to $35 if you have a near mint set. I have the near mint set, but I'm not doing $35. First, Dexter Dent, the full Batman Night of Vengeance Flashpoint tie-ins. Marvel Tales 236, classic Todd McFarlane cover. I like that one. Vader. Venom #35, Legacy numbering 200. Cover price, debut of the new powers, and the end of Donny Cates' legendary Venom run on I. Andy. Nice high grade The Thing #1, his first solo series. Let's put it on A. Who's my TMNT fans? Oh my god, why am I? Is this first TVA or Agent Justice? I think it's first TVA. Near mint, Thor 372. D. First cover. We actually had this book earlier. This one's a near mint minus, very fine plus. There it is again. Butcher. Anybody want a little scarcity? I have a possible 9/8 contender of the very scarce final issue of Silver Surfer. #146 on A. Nick's throwing an offer. Yeah, I'll do that. Mr. Everett. Mr. Paul. And Boone got A. Oh, we have a miss. Going back on H, first top, 10 center. Mr. Kevin going to get B. Couple sexy Vampirella covers in perfect condition. We'll just do cover price on those. Another X-Force 11 near mint. This one's a newsie. What if Daredevil had killed Kingpin? We'll see. Going out to get graded if no one grabs it. A super high grade in the nines of Weird Wonder Tales #1. Bronze Age horror. What if Captain America hadn't vanished during World War II? It's a what if #5. What if Rick Jones had become Hulk, which actually does happen? #12. These are very fines. What if Sergeant Fury had fought World War II in outer space? That's a weird one. They're stretching on that. 14. Goon got E. The grade on H is a 5. Alex got C. All right. What if 15? First Helen Taylor. That's a near mint. Got two of them. High grade 70s. Not near mint, but damn near close. Probably a near mint minus. 159 Avengers on C. Brian gets one. Going to get graded if no one does it. Red Sonia, 1 near mint. Marcus. B. Jesse gets C. Uh, 300 is going to get one on A. Another one going out to get graded. Honestly, I pretty confidently want to say that's a 9.8. The Trump parody of Savage Dragon, 226. First meeting of Werewolf by Night and Spidey. Nice high grade Marvel team up 12, 20 center. Frank. Required reading alert. One of the best Batman stories written. It's an Alan Moore Clayface story. Annual number 11. Cole. Near mint 160, 1977 Avengers. Let's see. Jesse Duran. Make sure you read that, Jesse. I'm going to give you another required reading, and it's an annual Origin of Scarecrow. Perfect copy, too. It's on B. All right, hold on. Let's see what we got. Wind got C. Brian. Same thing, another near mint Avengers. 164 on E. Jesse. Marcus. This is a funny one. Sometimes when they're in Mylar, I don't rebag and board them. Kind of glad I didn't, because you can actually see this gentleman paid $30 for this. It is a near mint. Wonder Man joins Avengers, and Cap gives him the shield symbolically. It's a $10 book. I don't know why he was paying 30 bucks on that. But I just like to sometimes point that stuff out. Wind is going to get E. First, Barbara Minerva and a peony. I don't even know how to pronounce her name. Epiony, some Greek thing. Number 7 near mint. I'm just going to say both of these are going to CGC if they don't go. First, Cable as a baby. X-Men 201 near mint. E. I got a couple more of those near minty Avengers. Actually, this one's a near mint minus. Still ridiculously sharp. 169 and 171. And then this one, I think this is just a classic cover. Very fine plus, that one. 172. This Hawkeye cover. Shh, whoa. Whoa. Jesse got G, Jiminy got H. Excuse me. Actually, I have 2 of those. All right. Jiminy. Good old floating head cover. I got more 10-cent flash. 119. Marriage of Elongated Man and Sue Dibney. That's a respectable copy. I'd say it's about a 5.5 to a 6. It's going to be on H. Supernatural Thrillers. Number 3 is the first James Allison, otherwise known as Njord. High grade copy on B. Valley of the Worm. You guys like your 100-page giants from DC? Here's another one. Relatively high grade. It's issue 245 of Superman. All right, maybe I should finish. I'm too scattered. Let me finish these Avengers. 173 near mint. Got a couple. And 174. Penguin. First appearance of Ultron 20. Jeez. First appearance of Ultron 7. It's 127. $35 high. This one's a very fine. We're doing 15. Fine. Avengers 128. 131 is a key. First Legion of the Unliving. Third appearance of Wonder Man. Very fine. Nice beast cover. Avengers 137. Near mint minus. Thornhill. Very high grade. First Scimitar. Iron Fist number 5. B. Perfect condition, and this guy had it in Mylar. Very nice. Phyla-Vell gets the quantum bands and becomes Quasar. A couple other things, but that's, I think, the main one. Annihilation, the final issue, number 6 of 6. I also have another perfect copy, number 1. There it is. And I have 2 Go Get 'em gradeds of number 4, which is the death of Thanos. On A. And he got CG. You know, Annihilation might just have to be recommended reading. Everyone who ever has that says it is just the absolute bomb. Oh boy, I still didn't finish my Avengers. 140, another beast. Andy's gonna get 1. Same with 142. Not near mint, but it is a very fine plus near mint minus, so it's pretty darn close. 146. Near mint 147. All right. Another possible 9-8. First Jaime Reyes becomes Blue Beetle, the new Blue Beetle on C. You want to talk about cool number ones? Look at this. Fantasy Masterpieces number one, baby. It is mid-grade, but what the hell? It's a number one. Also, let's give this one for $5. Final issue of Venom. Let's do $5 instead of 10. 300. You got it. Bane breaks Batman's back. Your mints. Kevin gets I for just 5. For all my pins. Dead of Night, number one. Got a 9-0 on I. Paul got C, Jiminy got G. The original trade paperback in Mylar, of all things, of The Death in the Family. Cricket's got I. This is actually in Mylar. Spawn 4, perfect copy on J. This is getting graded. That is a super high grade Chamber of Chills number one. Jesse, I don't do it because I already have one for my personal Nightfall collection. Wind. Brian. Keeping our theme of ones, here is the first appearance of Captain Savage and the Leatherneck Raiders. A very high grade, despite being a 12 center. That's a number one. Very nice. I. I'm practically just giving you guys my heading out to CGC pile. First appearance of Crazy Jane, Doom Patrol 19. You guys have been taking all my gradables away from me, but you know what? That's awesome. Keep going. Like this second appearance of Spawn, same thing. Wind. Bullseye, number one from Charlton. First appearance of Rocket Rabbit, and it's the reintroduction of Blue Beetle and the Question. And I have never had that before, and that is a near mint. So, hell yeah. Paul gets a G. Cali Fortune, welcome back. What'd you get? Hold on. Cali Fortune. We got I. Spider-Woman 32. Frank Miller cover of all the horror posters. It's apparently a $40 high. It's been a while since I've done it that high, so we're doing 20. Nice high grade. Let's give you guys a cheap one. First, Teresa Parker and Trapster, Secret Empire Free comic book day. What's that? '07, something like that. Here is a Secrets of Haunted House mixed bag. All of these are at least near mints, but some of them could even land at a 9.6 or 9.8. I'm just going to do them on G. Copper horror. I don't get that in too often, so there you go. Detective Comics 654, first appearance of the General, which is actually a Robin villain. Jackpot. Astro. Colt. Near mint newsy, first appearance of Kilowog. What happened to that price, man? Who remembers when direct editions were 80? Crazy market. Green Lantern 201. Full run of Maximum Carnage. To be honest, I don't know if it's going to fit on the wall. I can try on J. Oh, that's one of the gradables. That's a weird War Tales. Slightly different, but still copper horror. I have two near mint Adam Hughes Batgirl books on F. Possible 9.8s again. And we have a full wall, including a very desirable Maximum Carnage full run. Don't let that sit. Paul's going to get one. Callie Fortune gets the final G. Oh, Justin, I'm blind. I'm sorry. Look at this. Hellboy, Corpse, and Iron Shoes. I took the time to write the first appearance, and I can't even read my own handwriting. I'm so glad I do that. That's just so awesome. It's a near mint Hellboy key on G. And I also have Wake the Devil, which was an Eisner winner, near mint on F. Andy. Hey, what's up with this? I can usually sell these for 25 all day. First Cable as a baby. Uncanny X-Men 201 near mint. Never seen X-Men sit on the wall. Let's get it going. Flash is 119. 10 center. And I'm going to move this over here because I think that's ridiculous that the first Maximum Carnage, full run of Maximum Carnage. That is an extremely desirable set and kind of hard to put together. Perfect copy, Killing Joke. Going to get graded if you guys don't. There it is. Thanks, Brian. First, Muramasa Blade, perfect condition, Wolverine 2. Vader. Where Monsters Dwell 6, a very obvious Groot reprint. 15 center, it's about a 6.5 to a 7 on G. Mr. Everett's going to get I. Paul's going to get E. A mid-grade Weird Wonder Tales #1. Alex. High grade Weird Wonder Tales 19. This is a retcon because it's they changed Doctor Doom, changed to Doctor Druid. Obviously, they didn't want to tangle them with the actual Doctor Doom. It's also another reprint of the first Groot. Penguin. Mid grade Vault of Evil #1. High grade Batman and the Outsiders #1. I don't think I've ever had more #1s in a clean sale. Iconic Thor versus Doctor Doom. This one's the VG Plus, $20 on I. Austin. Steranko cover, Tex Dawson, Gunslinger #1, and that's like a very fine plus, riding the line to possible near mint minus there. Awesome. Colt. Full run, Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy, near mint. Penguin. Huh. We actually had this book up earlier. This one is a possible 9.8. So I'm going to bring it back. It actually, I don't think it's sold. I had it for $8, but that one's a little nicer. I'll give you guys a shot. Guy Doom. Pow. Guy Doom, that's Iron Fist 5 for Scimitar. Another free comic book day and near mint. First Mr. Negative, first Jackpot and Override. That was in my free comic book day video. Guy Doom's taking it. Very Fine Plus, Classic MJ, all MJ issue of Marvel Saga, 22. Classic Moon Knight art, Marvel Age 74, very fine. $15 high, I'm doing 8. Mid-grade newsie, what if 31? What if Wolverine beat Hulk or had killed Hulk, I should say. Jiminy. Jedi. And then we have Marcus got, that's gone. Todd Bowers got E. Tales to Astonish 81, a VG. First appearance of Boomerang, rumored to be a villain in the next Spider-Man movie. By the way, I started watching Kraven the Hunter last night. Literally, me and my wife could not finish it. We made it 20 minutes in. We couldn't do it. You guys weren't kidding. Sometimes I'm the type of guy where if people don't like it, I, for some reason, will. This was one of those times where no one liked it, and I also didn't like it. I thought the CGI was just too atrocious. We couldn't do it. It was so bad. And the dialogue was insane. I don't know what the hell Sony's problem is. It shouldn't be that hard to make uh, some good movies here. I don't get it. Shouldn't be that hard. I'm taking Flash down. Supernatural Thrillers #1, another #1. First It, decent copy. 6.5 to a 7. H. All right, Mr. Kevin Wade, if you're still here, I got a near mint minus Star Wars #3. And a very fine Star Wars 4. And a very fine first wedge, Star Wars 5. No. Quantum Mania was dope. Don't listen to anybody. Quantum Mania was literally like a blast. People are silly. Penguin gets H. I say that with my chest. That movie was amazing. Another 9.8 contender for Spawn. Iron Man 126, part of the Demon in the Bottles. These always go for 15, but I've started doing them for 10. Near mint. And I got the other ones too. 121 near mint, 122 near mint, and 123. I literally don't have room for 123, but you could just say claim all the Iron Man and I'll get it to you. All right, Jiminy got G. That'll be the new G. Another number one, Skull the Slayer. An H, high grade on that one. I think last week we had a mid grade. Let me just see. Did anyone get B? I don't see it yet. Butcher got H. Origin of Countess von Blood. Modern Comics Scary Tales #1 from 1975. On G, relatively high grade. Here we go. The Ultimate Spider-Man 2099 bundle. And this is from a guy who keeps sending me stuff that is just absolutely near mint plus. And he always sends it in Mylar. So it's the first preview, then it's ASM 365, and then obviously Spider-Man 2099 #1. Definitely one of these is going to be a 9.8. Could be all of them, $45. Chris Anthony gets a B. Butcher's son says he thinks he claimed B first. All right, let me just double check. I see an H. Oh, there's the B. Boom. Okay. Sorry to Chris Anthony, but we're going to give that one to Butcher's son. Perfect copy. First Bloodshot. Literally going to get graded if no one wants it. Perfect copy on B. And that is a 9.8 that always sells. I've gotten it probably 10 times and it always sells for me. So I'm happy to do it again. Perfectly sealed near mint, Ren and Stimpy, #1 on J. Perfect copy. X-Men 1, the Magneto. B. Laura Elite got B. That's old news. Guy Doom got J. Why are we blurry? Oh. Yeah, that Spidey 2099 bundle is the one you don't want to miss there. And I'm literally pulling from my pile of stuff that I'm getting graded. This dot in the corner means it's only going to one claim sale. And if it doesn't sell, boom, it's getting graded. First appearance of Ultraman, still sealed near mint on J. Baker. Again, more books that are going to get graded. If you guys don't, I think that's a 9.8. First Pink Kryptonite, I think that's a 9.8. First Thing in Comics, I think it's a 9.8. Superman Red Sun, number 2, first print, first appearance of the Red Sun version of Batman. And I'm just noticing that I didn't put that, but I think that's a 9.8. First Doomsday, second print, I think it's a 9.8. Truth, Red, White, and Black, number 3 and 4. Perfect copies, both in Mylar. Comes to like 28 bucks. I'm doing 20 bucks, and I think they're 9.8. That's when he gets injected. That's when he becomes Captain America. Hulk 258, 9698 there. First Soviet Super Soldiers, 258. Newsy too. Darley. Dude, do I just have like a window open? There's like 10 flies in the house right now. Colt. First Power Princess, Arcana Jones, and Nuke, Defenders 112. Possible 9.8, and it's a newsstand. Defenders 112, that's a good one. Vengeance of Bane, 2. With that, we have a full wall. I'm going to take it to a timer because some of the stuff I really genuinely do want to get graded. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. All right, you guys got 45 seconds on the wall. Deacon 975 got H. And Paul got I. All right, that's the timer. So I'm grading that, grading that, grading that, grading that. Wish me luck for 9.8s. All right. Okay, we're going to do something pretty special here. I've got a bunch of new releases stuff, and I'm very careful with the FOC. I only grab the stuff that I know is a key or a popular upcoming cover, and we're going to keep everything at cover price. So let's have some fun. Actually, might be the. I literally picked the one I think I'm going to grade. Reintroduction of the black suit armor. I got 2 copies. Psych, I got 3 of Daredevil number 20. Brand new books. I picked up 2 because it's a key. First, Deep Void, Dead Vereen, and Wolverpool on D. First appearance of Demon Prime and Ink, Birds of Prey All In Special, number 20. Cover price. Esmeralda got a D, so did Vic. Vic, do you have a pile? I don't think we have a pile for you yet. All right, Vic. Wolverine number 5. First appearance of Hell Hulk. And this variant, I was very smart to get this one. This is the first cover appearance as well of Hell Hulk. That is the one to get on A. All new Venom number 5. I picked up the spoiler variant. That is the all new Venom revealed to be MJ. And popped it into Mylar. I have the 1 in 100 version for you on E. Chris Anthony is going to pick up a C. All right, Chris Anthony got that. Ez gets a D. Chandler gets a D. So does Kevin and Vic. Got 1 left. Absolute Superman number 6. Only got 1. Absolute Green Lantern number 1. Cover A. First Absolute Green Lantern. I have 3 copies on D. Absolute Batman number 7. I have cover A. First cameo of the Absolute Freeze, in case you missed it. And then I have the variant, which was just $1 higher. And that is a dope variant, I might add. Number 7. Let's see. Esmeralda got F, so did O'Weddle. Oh, I have 1 more. Paul gets a G. Ah, the wall almost just came forward. All right. Absolute Batman number 8, the first full appearance of the Absolute Mr. Freeze. And of course, I had to get the Brian Boland cover. Easily the best cover on I. All that cover. Laura Lee takes an F and a G. Esmeralda got an I. So did S and Paul. I'm going to grade these if you guys don't. Some team appearance, I forget which. Ultimate 11 on J. Then I have each one of these is a different variant of Star Wars Jedi Knights. There were so many first appearances in here, I wouldn't dream of trying to write them all on there. But that'll be on F. Brand new release. Butcher and Weddle and Wade. Butcher, Weddle, Wade. Esmeralda. And then this one was just $1 higher. Not sure why, but sometimes that happens. And then I don't have room for it on the wall, but I have one of the foils, and that was a full $9.99, so we'll do 10. This is still 10% for 10. Yeah, if you hit 10% off, everything's 20%, 10% off. Correct. Here, now I'll put that that foil. Same book, but that was the and this is just cover price here. Not raising the price. This is what it costs off the shelf. And I have one more $5 Jedi Knights. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. We haven't sold any of the Birds of Prey. It's a double key. We haven't sold any of the Wolverine 5. First Hell Hulk, and that's the only variant that's the first cover of Hell Hulk. 40 seconds on the wall. I'm going to get this graded. Jarrett's going to get, what was it, G and I? No, I didn't get any of the Battle Beast. I got a couple cover A's, though. Vic picked up an A. All right, so these are the two I'm going to grade. All right. Red Hulk, #1, the Marvel Studios variant, and the now modern classic, terrible looking Frank Miller cover, as well as, again, this is just cover price, the awesome foil. Do love that one. And then there's your cover A. Ah, nice. Okay, so here's your first appearance of Liminal. Magic #3. Cover A is actually a J. Scott Campbell. That's on E. I also have the very popular Jenny Frizen or Frizen on J. And then I have the 1 in 10 on I. Mr. Mike and Paul. A follower of Jesus. You, sir, did not fill out the link for the slab sale. So I have been unable to invoice you. So make sure you fill out that link. That way I can get that invoice out to you. I'll still give you the book, but you gotta do it, okay? I assume with a username like that that was not intentional. Mr. Bowers. Sean. All right. This actually was, I pre-ordered this Batman Dark Ages. It is a $40 hardcover. I did not read it. And again, you can save $10 with me. So there you go. Dark Age Batman. Here's another popular Jenny Frison, Justice League Unlimited 5. I'm just grabbing up any Frison covers I see right now because she is the hot artist right now. Laura gets 1. Serjanko got B. Paul gets the other. The other hot artist right now is Mark Spears, and I have Justice League Unlimited 5, Mark Spears variant. Grabbing up any Mark Spears I can find. I also have the acetate of Green Lantern Corps number 6. This is a totally slept on run, by the way. You're going to want to. Did I say number 6? I meant number 2. Green Lantern All in Special number 20. Awesome Kyle Rayner variant. Cover price, man. Not upcharging on anything here. That's just the price. I picked up the spoiler variant of Fantastic Four, number 30. I'm not reading that issue, so I have no idea what about that makes it a spoiler, but that I have 4 of it. It also says crossed out and it says Fantastic 3, which is interesting. Maybe that's the spoil. I don't know. I picked up 2 copies of The Death of Bullseye, Daredevil 19. I picked up this one because it just says new character. Annoyingly, it does not tell me what the new character is, but Wolverine 7, there you go. And if you missed it, I have a bunch of the Web of the Spider-Verse, New Blood. There's some first appearances in there. I have a bunch of those. Chris Anthony got an F, the one spot where there was nothing on it. Misfit's going to get an I. Adamantine. Interesting. Chris Anthony got E. Todd got I. Kevin got a G. We have a new name. Alton. What is it? All 10, 21, 22. All 10, just make sure you fill out that link. That'll be how I invoice you. And you are picking up an I and a J and an E. Ultimate Spider-Man 15. It's the first Ultimate Sandman, so obviously I got the variant which features him heavily. Cover price on I. J was a mistake. And first Liminal, the Jenny Frison is back up. You know what? I'm just going to get that graded. Just like the Wolverine, I forget what this one was. Oh, I did write it. Maggot, Omega Maggot. Okay, cool. So cover price Storm number 6. It's actually one of the rare ones that's $3.99 instead of $4.99. And then I've got the variant which shows them on the cover. So obviously, and that's just again cover price, but that's a new key, new first appearance. And let's fill the wall. Some sort of Jeff the Land Shark thing. Avengers 24. The Jeff the Land Shark variant. Henderson picks an I. Raider got a, what's that, a J? Jesse got an F. I did it all for the Nuki. Yep, that's right. All right, we're going to go to a timer. And then, I mean, yeah, we're really winding down. I did not have nearly as much as I normally have this week. So I'm going to do a 10-minute warning, guys. 10-minute warning. Hey, Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. And don't forget, with me, you can get 20% off everything you see. All right, you got 15 seconds left. Vic's going to get G and I. Okay. Batgirls number 1, First Seer, and Saints. I only have one. Aquaman number 3, first appearance of Dagon. So it's a key and it's the Jenny Frison. And I happen to know that that sold out fast, that Frison copy. And then here's cover A, another one of the ones that's just $3.99 instead of $4.99. A Weddle. Spider-Man turns into Juggernaut. Wow, I am not reading Spider-Man right now, so that's weird. The Scotty Young. Always pick up a Scotty Young when I can. Paul's going to get a C. Absolute Wonder Woman. First, Absolute Hades, and that's the Jenny Frison on H, as well as here's your cover A on G. All invoices are going out today. It's going to take a bit, especially since it's basically 2 full stacks I'm working with, but bear with me. They'll all come out today, which means everything ships tomorrow. Absolute Superman number 5. That's a cover A. In case you missed it, there it is. First, Absolute Martian Manhunter. I only have 2. That's a popular one. And of course, I have 1 Absolute Flash number 1 cover A. That's on E. Hey, another Absolute Batman number 6. I think that's a cover A. I got 1. Alton is going to take a B. Weddle gets an E. Weddle gets an H. All right, and then I have a billion copies. We're just going to keep them at cover price of Batman 158, first appearance of Silence, which is the first issue of the new Hush series. And then I have a couple variants that were just $1 more. Get back. So I'll have the $6 ones on H. I'll put the $7 ones on I. There's a bunch of them. And then I have one of the foils, which is actually a $9.99. And this one is actually a $30, $2,000 limit foil. And I'm just doing $10 off because we're having fun. I don't know. Johnny Jarrett gets the other B. Jesse is going to start it. So Weddle and Jesse. Oh, I've got 2 here. All right, where are we? Jesse. So Kevin gets an H. Jesse got an I. And E. Alton gets an I. Deacon picks up an H and an I. Sean picks up an eye. Wow, we made a nice dent in that. Not too many left. Johnny Jarrett gets the big one. Batman Superman World's Finest, the art germ with Batgirl and Supergirl. I got one of those. Just one. Jesse says, I had the J. All right, let me double check. So he did. So he did. All right, I think we're caught up. Justin got B. All right. All right, we are caught up. All right, I am going to go to a timer and then we're going to do a short little bit of other stuff and then we're done. Crazy. Short sale today, guys. Hey Siri, start a timer for 1 minute. So I'd say there's about like a 2-minute warning. Well, maybe we could stretch to 5 minutes. So build up those piles. Build them up. Build them up. All right. Ooh. God, that timer is loud. Okay. Sweetness. All right, let's end the night with 5 perfect near mint to mint sealed copies of first Amadeus Arkham and Victor Zsasz. Shadow the Bat #1. First appearance of Hellcat. That's a very fine Avengers 144. This is it. This stack is it. A very fine Champions 1. First Champions. Near Mint, Black Panther 1 through 6. First Dora Milaje, Nakia becomes Alice. First Zori, first Okoye, first Nakia. Second Okoye, first Akibi, first cameo White Wolf, first Hatut Zarazi. #4 is first full White Wolf, first full Hatut Varazi. And all of those look like near mint to mints, possible 9/8. That's the best bang for your buck on the wall right now. First Lady Deathstrike, near mint, Alpha Flight 33. First appearance of Red Monica, Battle Chasers #1, going out to get graded if you guys don't. And then I have another one here of 1 through 3, if you want, on G. And then Dark Claw #1 and Dark Claw #1. Both possible 9/8 candidates on A. And I think that's a good way to end the party. Austin's going to pick up a D. We've got plenty, don't you worry. Sean gets Hellcat. Jackpot Heroes. Sean got, what's that, E? Johnny Jarrett gets a D. And that's it. Those are the last books we're putting up. So I'll give you guys 2 minutes to claim, and then we're going to say adios for the night. Oh, I forgot to put this up. Moon Knight, Mark Spector Moon Knight #1. It's a near mint first Chloe Tran. Signed by Chuck Dixon to a Steve. So if anyone's in there named Steve, you got to get this one. Alex Ray is going to get a D and an A. D is $7. Butcher gets H. Laura gets a D. Evan gets an I. All right, you got a minute left. What's on G? That is a near mint first Red Monica, but that's 1 through 3. Don't forget, guys, if you get 10 claims, you get 10% off. If you get 20 claims, you get 20% off. Build that pile. Justin, sorry, I didn't comment on it, but yeah, I transferred it over. All right, we got about 30 seconds left. 30 seconds left. And here's the link for anyone who needs it. Give me another D. Oh, that's the last one. Nice. All right. Good stuff. See you guys later. Maybe we'll do a Wednesday show this week. I don't know. I did 3 claim sale this past week, so I'm exhausted. We'll see. I'd like to get on a schedule, but it's hard, man. We'll see. Love you guys. Great show. Have a great one. Fill out the link if you need be. If you haven't for some reason, you got to do it. Thanks all and peace out.